Is a direct war between Iran and Israel about to break out? Are we witnessing the beginning of a regional conflict that could reshape the Middle East? In this detailed report, we'll break down the latest military escalations, political goals, covert operations, international reactions, and the most likely scenarios moving forward. Stay with us until the end for a full understanding of this critical and developing situation. The tension between Iran and Israel has existed for decades. Israel views Iran as a direct existential threat due to its support for armed groups like Hezbollah and Hamas and its controversial nuclear program. Meanwhile, Iran sees Israel as the spearhead of Western influence in the region and seeks to challenge its military dominance. Though the conflict has long been simmering, recent developments suggest we may be entering a new and dangerous phase. In recent weeks, military tensions reached new highs. Israel launched several airstrikes targeting Iranian positions in Syria. Iran responded for the first time directly by launching drones and ballistic missiles toward Israeli territory, marking one of the boldest moves since the Islamic Republic's establishment. Israel's Iron Dome, backed by US and UK support, intercepted most of the attacks, but the message was clear: Iran is willing to escalate. This marked a dramatic shift from indirect proxy conflicts to open confrontation. Israel's objectives: prevent Iran from establishing a permanent military presence in Syria, delay or destroy Iran's nuclear capabilities, weaken Hezbollah and reduce Iran's regional influence. Iran's objectives: demonstrate its military reach and deterrence capabilities. Send a message to Israel and its allies that aggression won't go unanswered. Reinforce the strength and unity of the so-called axis of resistance. Each side is engaged in a calculated chess game with high stakes. The United States reaffirmed its commitment to Israel's defense, but warned against widening the conflict. Russia called for restraint, especially given its interests in Syria and Ukraine. China offered to mediate and emphasized the need for regional stability. The United Nations expressed alarm over the potential collapse of regional security. World powers are concerned that a single miscalculation could ignite a full-scale war. This is not just a visible war. Much of the conflict takes place in the shadows. Cyber warfare is intensifying, with attacks on critical infrastructure on both sides. Assassinations of Iranian scientists and military figures are widely believed to involve Israeli intelligence. Smuggling of weapons through Iraq and Syria continues, fueling proxy groups aligned with Tehran. This gray zone warfare makes the situation unpredictable and more dangerous. In Iran, economic struggles and internal unrest make foreign conflict a risky distraction. However, it can also be used to rally nationalist sentiment. In Israel, fears are growing of a multi-front war with Hezbollah in the north and Gaza in the south. There's increasing pressure on the government to act decisively without plunging into a prolonged war. Both societies are tense, but their leaders remain locked into escalation strategies. De-escalation through diplomacy, the ideal solution, but currently seems unlikely. Limited escalation, continued tit-for-tat attacks without a full-scale war, all-out war, involving Israel, Iran, Hezbollah, and potentially other proxy forces from Iraq or Yemen. This would be catastrophic. Each scenario carries heavy consequences, and the region is walking a tightrope. What is happening between Iran and Israel isn't just a regional rivalry. It is a reflection of a larger struggle for dominance in the Middle East. The coming weeks will be decisive. Either diplomacy will prevail, or the region may descend into a war the world can't afford. What do you think? Are we heading toward war? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for more in-depth geopolitical updates.